All right, so we are at the Aburi Botanical Gardens this morning, and I have a lot to share with you. But in the meantime, I'm sending my greetings to you all, family, and welcome back to the channel. Hello, family. Greetings to you all, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your brother, Chief Lamasheguyepal Sewulana, also known as Prince Ayoko, sending my peaceful and warmly greetings to you from Aburi Botanical Gardens, located in the eastern region of Ghana. And this morning, I'm with a brother here called brother Akugri Martin. So he's called brother Akugri Martin. Brother Akugri Martin is gonna be the tour guide for today. So he's gonna take me through, show me a lot of things here, like with regards to the plants and so many things that is here. But in the meantime, I'm sending a Father's Day wishes to all fathers around the world. I wish you all the best, and I pray that you always overcome your responsibilities. All right, so family, as you can see, brother Akugri behind me, I can see a lot of cars parked there.
Yeah.
What is it for?
Oh yeah, in the botanic garden, this is the main car park.
Okay.
Yeah, when you visit the park, this is where you are expected to park your car. And the rest will be a walking tour.
Okay.
And once you walk around, you are going to see so many species of trees. In this botanic garden, we have over 1,500 different kinds of plants. And some of the plants you'll be seeing are poisonous trees. Some are like bloody. You can crush the leaves. It looks like blood is coming out of the tree. We have trees here that can trap monkeys. We have trees here that mate. They have to have sex to produce.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have trees here that when you go and look at it, it looks like the story of life. And the spices we cook with, like the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the allspice, the curry, we have all the trees right here. So doing a tour in a botanic garden, you are going to have an experience of all these things that you use at home. Yeah, without necessarily seeing the plant, you would see them real. So basically, that is the whole thing about big garden. It's about plants, but then we have so many species that you can exploit. And just 30 acres is developed. We have 130 acres as a reserve. It's not developed yet. And we advise visitors to stay out from that part because it's a bit dangerous. We have a lot of reptiles like snakes. We have other few animals, so you consider it as not safe for visitors. But if you want to take a risk, you can still do that.
No, we are not taking that risk. All right, so family, keep watching.
So let's start. Okay, so first of all, I would like to give a brief history about the park before the tour. So Aburi Botanic Garden is 133 years this year. It was 1890. It was officially opened as a botanic garden. But the trees were here way long before the garden. So most of the trees are even older than 100 years. Wow. So you will be seeing 600 years trees and even more. Yeah. So we are beginning with this tree. There's this tree here we call teak, Tonia grandis, and we all know it as teak tree. When you crush the leaves of this teak tree, it looks like blood is coming out. Most of our movies, the films, in the scene, when you see people bleeding, blood is all everywhere, it's sometimes not real blood. It's coming from a teak tree. So let's go have a look at the teak leaves. Okay, so as green as these leaves are, watch what will come out of it. Wow. You see this?
That really looks like blood. Wow. So this is the bloody leaves.
It is a bloody leaf. So they just extract this. Once you extract this, you can mix it with water and it's used as blood. And it's coming from the teak.
But not the blood that comes from the human flesh.
Not the blood that comes from human flesh. Yeah, it's like artificial blood for acting and for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and the tree is known as the teak tree.
Teak tree. Yeah. And the actual name should be Tictonia grandis. Tictonia grandis.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is this the particular teak tree that they use to make this our electricity poles?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what is used for the electricity poles. And the reason is that they are resistant to termites and ants. When you put in the soil, it can resist termite and ant. That's why it's preferred. They use it for light poles and whatever. Yeah.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah. Say that, in the botanic garden, you are going to see so many stuff, so many things. It's not only human beings that can cause harm to their fellow human beings. Trees also do that. We have a tree here that kill other trees and take over from them.
Wow.
Yeah. So we will be going to look at that.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good.
All right, so to my Jamaican family and my Caribbean families, that's how I always call you people. So I did a couple of videos about the ackee plants, and I think we found one here at the Botanical Gardens, and Brother Akugri is going to explain some more about the ackee plant. So what do you have to say about this plant?
Okay. Ackee actually originates from Africa. But we understand it's in Jamaica and the Caribbean. The national food there is ackee and saltfish. It's widely used over there. And we believe that it was during the slavery that they took it along. And that's how they have it in the Caribbean. But it originates from Africa. Yeah. So, once the fruit is ready or ripe, it has to split open on its own, and then you will get a seed, which usually comes with another seed like egg on top of it, and that is what is used as ackee, or that is what is used with the fish, along with the fish called ackee and saltfish. And I'm sure you know that it can be poison when it doesn't open, and then you force open it and then eat it. It's got an acid, not like a chemical in it. The fruit has to open, and the chemical comes out of it before it's safe to eat. So that's what I know about ackee, and I know it has a lot of health benefit. Yeah,
and to some people who doesn't know, ackee can be eaten raw. As a matter of fact, it can be eaten raw. The same ackee that we use to cook, what we do is that when it is ripe, we don't eat the seed. We eat the part of it that is eaten. The part of it that tastes like milk. That yellowish part of it is what we eat. And inside it is what the poison is. So we just take off the poison, wash it, and then eat it raw. But we know that in some parts of the Caribbean, most especially Jamaica, it is their national dish, and they do what? They cook it along with some seafoods, that is some saltfish, and together with some spices to eat it. So that is the ackee plant, and we're gonna keep, going around to see what is here. So, Brother Akugri, thank you for sharing.
Currently, we are on the Cedar Avenue, and I hope most of us have heard of cedar in the Bible. Cedar from Lebanon. The cedar wood is very strong, and that is the reason it's used to make furniture, roofing of houses, and so many things. So these are all cedar trees, and I want us to look at something. Let's look at this cedar. When you take a good look at this cedar, and then you take a good look at this cedar, They are different. There's different. These are two. The cedar is inside. Come this way. If you look, okay. If you look inside, we have a cedar tree inside. This is one of the cedar. And what you are seeing outside is a parasite, another plant trying to take the form of the cedar tree and kill the tree inside. So those of us here, we can see the tree dying inside. And it's just a matter of time. Maybe the next 10 or 20 years, you are not going to see any tree inside. There's going to be a hole. And the parasite of the plant you see around will take over and continue to grow. And from here, you are going to see a clear example of that. This is in the process. But when you go down there, it's done deal. The tree, the parasite killed the entire tree and took over. So let's go look at which one? Over there. You should know this tree. If you have a tree there, it's a shea nut tree. Used in making the shea butter. Yeah.
Can we get closer there?
Sure.
So we can
We can
come closer. Okay.
Okay, so currently we are here to see the shea nut tree, which we extract the shea butter from. So normally the tree, when it's in season, comes or produces a fruit, and the fruit is edible. One of the most delicious fruits you can talk about. Very delicious, and has a lot of vitamins in it. After enjoying the fruits, this is what you get from it: a seed. So usually they collect a lot of seed like this. Then you have to take off the coat. So once you take this off, you have the actual nut seed. So this is usually dried, and once it's dried, they roast it on fire. They break it to smaller pieces and roast it. And when it's roasted, it's dried again, and then mill into powder or grind into powder. When it's in powdered form, you have to mix it with water and stir it for a long time before finally putting it on fire, like boiling it. And when you boil it, that is when the oil can be extracted out of it. At this stage, you can see the oil coming. This is the oil, the shea oil, but you can boil it or process it to be able to extract it. So that's how the process it goes through. It takes a long process, or I would say a tedious process, to extract this oil from it. So in the nuts, that's where usually they do that. And you can see the hard work they go through to be able to extract shea. And shea butter is not only for cosmetic, or it's not only for the skin. It's used as a cooking oil. And then also it's medicinal in terms of for the body. It's good for the skin, especially babies. It's used for moisturizing children. It's a lot. So we have a lot of economic benefits. And shea, like I said, does well in the north. They usually grow in the south here, but they don't do well as in the north because they like a lot of heat and a lot of dry. They like dry season to be able to produce better.
Yeah. All right. So family, as you all can hear what Brother Akugri, who is our tour guide for this morning at Aburi Botanical Gardens, is explaining. He's explaining a lot of information and sharing a lot of information, most especially about the tree species that is here. And as he's talking about this shea nut tree, the shea nut tree is an indigenous tree and it's also a savanna plant. So this particular area or this particular location that we are is a tropical area in Ghana. This is mostly, tropical. So these particular trees, a few of them is here in the south or in the eastern region, but it doesn't do very well like the trees that is in the northern part of Ghana. And he's so far sharing some good information. So as you can see, that is the mighty shea nut tree. So keep watching, and please do share with your families and friends. Share this content with your families and friends. And then you know what? If you are new on my channel, just go ahead and subscribe. And then don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up. So keep watching. What is it for?
Oh, okay. So the tree is called monkey pot tree. Monkey pot in the sense that the pot you are seeing on the tree comes naturally. The tree produces naturally, and there's a seed. The pot comes with a sweet seed inside it. So the pot you see on the tree comes with a seed inside. And you know monkeys like sweet stuff. They like sweets. So because the seed in the pot tastes sweet, they usually climb the trees, put their hand in the pot, holds onto the seed, and expect to remove the seed out of the pot. But once your hand gets in and you hold onto the seed, you have a fist, like the way my hand is. It will not be possible for you to remove your hand once it's closed. But because they are monkeys and cannot think like humans, they will never reason to leave the sweet. So they hold onto the sweet with their fist and struggle to remove it till they are caught. Either people pick them on the tree or they end up dying on the tree. And that's, yeah.
Let's get closer to the tree.
Oh, okay.
So that we'll see how it is. So we'll stand here.
You can see, but you don't really see the pot. But when you try to see outside, you get to see more of the pot.
And does it fall frequently?
Yes, seasonally. They fall yearly, and new ones comes again.
Okay.
So it's a seasonal thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and every year all the pots will come down, and then new ones begin to develop.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you study the plant, you realize that the plant is because of adaptation or evolution. What we have find out is that the tree used to produce just the seed, the sweet seed, without the pot. And when it's producing the seed, the animals come to eat the seed. So the tree decided, or evolutionary, produce a hard cover around to protect its seed from being taken away.
So do humans eat them?
Yeah. I have tasted before. Most of the stuff we have eaten it. What happens is that when you eat it, it tastes a bit sweet like chocolate, not just like chocolate, but a bit like chocolate, and it's also good for men. Let's say if you have low sperm count, we understand eating that can help correct that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
I can see some nutmeg here. It's my first time seeing it. Can you explain a little bit of it? Yes, I can see some of the fruits on top of it. It's yellow.
Yeah.
So is it ripe?
No, the tree produce those fruits you see up there, and nutmeg usually you don't harvest it. You have to wait once the fruit are ready or ripe. The fruit split open on the tree, and the nuts begins to fall. So what we do is that we come especially early in the morning to pick all the nuts that are falling. So once you pick it, you can go and dry it for at least 3-4 days, and then you have to crack open it to get the actual nutmeg. And what is so interesting and funny is that you can't grow one nutmeg tree and produce and get nutmeg out of it. The nutmeg comes with both sex, male and female, and you need both sex to be able to pollinate, fertilize each other, and that's through pollination. So let's take a look at the difference. Yes, so I'm saying that the nutmeg comes with a male and a female tree. On the right, when you raise your head and look on this tree, you can see some fruit, some nutmeg on the tree. And that's a female nutmeg tree. On the left here is also another nutmeg tree, but there is no nutmeg at all on this tree. What you see on this tree is only flowers.
Yeah.
And those flowers you see on it contains the pollen grains, and that is what insects, bees, butterflies, they have to pick from the male to be able to fertilize the female nutmeg. And that's how pollination, that is what we call pollination. So it's a transfer of pollen grains
from the anther to the stigma.
From the anther to the stigma. And let's look at the pollen or the grains. Look, you can see we pick this from the male. Look what is inside the male flower. Can you see this? This is the pollen grain. You can call this the sperm. So when this is transferred from the male, it goes to fertilize the female tree. And the more pollen, the more insects, the more butterflies that pick the pollen here to fertilize the female, the more nutmeg we get from the female tree. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great information. And once again, we thank you for sharing this. Yeah. So now I want to see the jackfruit.
Oh, okay.
So take us there. All right. So what tree is this, my brother?
Oh, this is the jackfruit. And jackfruit, as we know, you can see the fruit on the floor.
Is that the fruit?
Yes, this is the fruit.
Ooh,
yeah.
That is big.
Yeah, this is not even, we have much bigger ones than this. It can even be like twice, 3 times this. Wow. Yeah, they can grow as big as the US. And you know, jackfruit also is edible. It's edible and also has a lot of medicinal properties. So usually in Ghana, what I know about it is that, you know, it comes with seed. It has got seed in it. This is the seed. Once you open it, you can have a lot of this. So we boil this, people will boil this, and then they eat it. Actually, when you boil and you're eating it, it tastes like a yam. It tastes like you are eating yam. Yeah. At the same time, it has a lot of.
That's you are talking about the seed.
The seed.
Okay.
Yeah, not the fruit is about. Once you open it, you can find a lot of this seed in it. So that is what I'm saying. When you boil or they cook it, people eat it, just chew it, and it tastes like, when they're eating it, it tastes like yam. Yeah. And the fruit itself too can also be used. They cook with it. People cook it and eat it. Especially Indians and Chinese, they like it a lot.
Jamaicans and some of the Caribbeans also like it.
They also use it a lot. But in Ghana, a few people normally cook it, know how to use it, but it's not always as the Caribbeans and the Indians who every day it's like a national thing. They can't do without jackfruit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yo. So bad, my phone is going off. But yeah, can you see?
So what is it about?
This is a palm called hosanna palm.
Okay.
When Christians celebrate Palm Sunday, Easter, the palm leaves used in the Bible in welcoming Jesus Christ, which they celebrate Palm Sunday, it was this kind of palm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have so many types of palms, like the palm oil tree, the Kube, the royal palm, so many kind of palm. So when it's Palm Sunday, people use ordinary palms because it's not common. This is not common, but this is the actual type used for hosanna, and that is the reason it's called hosanna palm, and that's what they refer to hosanna as hosanna palm.
So if I may ask, brother Akugri, if I may ask you, I can see that this palm tree is 3 in number here, numbering from number 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. But this one has got 1 branch. Yeah. I've never seen a tree, 2 trees with 1 branch, or let's say 2 trees with 1 root.
No, what
it's like 2 in 1.
Yeah. So what actually happened?
Yeah.
Is that what we are sitting on is the whole original palm. That is the main palm tree.
Okay.
It was planted where this one was, think you have to show it. It was planted where this palm tree is. That's over 100 years ago.
Over what?
100 years ago.
Over 100 years ago.
Yeah. And then
the plant, this was the original plant. You mean this was the original plant?
This one, what we are sitting on.
This particular one where we're sitting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying this is the original palm that was planted where the other palm is growing.
Okay.
But it fell as a result. It fell and continued growing before you have a new shoot, a new one shooting from the roots. Yeah, but this is the original one. This is the main one, and this is a new shoot, or you can say a baby coming out of it.
So that means this should be the original one.
Yes. This is the original one.
Yeah.
So the other one you see there is a different one growing all together.
Okay.
So in all, people call it hosanna, or you can say millipede. People say it grows like millipede. Some say it grows like worm. Some say it grows like snake with 2 heads. Yeah, but then the actual name is hosanna palm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this tree, if I'm not mistaken, is over 100 years.
Yes, it's over 100. The one we are sitting on is over 100. Okay. That is the main palm.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
It's a nice bench.
You can stand there. I'm just putting this in.
Okay.
So yeah, that is the strength.
Brother, we are here, and I learned it's one of the mysterious trees here. So what is the secret about it?
For us here who have studied about plants, yeah, we see it as a parasite. It's a parasite. When you say parasite, these are plants that depend on other trees to be able to survive or grow. So what happened is that there was a tree here that was a native tree called Afzelia africana, and this is a parasite called strangular ficus. This plant was able to grow on a tree, the Afzelia, over 30 years. It took the form. It grew on the tree, took the form of the tree, and killed the tree inside. And since then, it's been growing on its own. So once you go inside, it's empty. Nothing is inside. Just go inside and take it all the way out. Go inside.
Wait a little bit. Let me. All right. So family, as you can see, I'm here, to see what he's saying. Sometimes it is, sometimes seeing is believing. So this is what I have to see and believe in everything that is here. All right, so as you can see, I'm here. Sometimes I learn some people do climb it. You can climb it to the top as long as you can do. So this is it. But I don't want to go far. Yeah, I don't want to go far. So as you can see, the hole goes straight up to the top of the tree. But I've not prepared to do that, and I'm just gonna demonstrate a little bit for you to see about what nature can offer. Sometimes nature is wonderful, especially when you travel. You see a lot, just like I'm seeing. So it is good to always travel and to explore these kind of things. So I'm enjoying my trip. All right, so keep watching. Come closer, my brother. Yeah. We were still explaining a lot about these plants, and we really want to know what is it.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that this is called strangular ficus. We have so many types of ficus. Ficus are actually plants that can grow. Some can grow by seed, some can grow by cutting, but this particular type strangles, meaning that it grows on the tree, and over the years it takes the form and strangle the tree. You squeeze it, hold it, and take the life out of the tree, and that finally resulted to the death of the tree.
That's wicked.
And that is how it was made. That's how it was made to survive. So without doing that, it can't survive, and that's why it has to do that. So since it took 30 years, this whole plant took 30 years just to kill the entire tree and took over. Yeah, so it's called strangular ficus, or people call it hollow tree, the tree with a hole inside. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing this information with us. Okay, so family, I can see this nice, beautiful tree with a lot of art on it. Birds, animals, humans, a whole lot of different artworks that might have a different meaning. So what would you have to say about this particular tree?
So in the botanic garden, we call this tree of life. Tree of life in the sense that the art you are seeing on this pine tree, this was a pine tree that died, and then a garden allowed an artist to sculpt it. And this art is about the story of life. It's trying to explain how life is all about. So let's start from the top. Once you look at the top, there's a symbol like a king sitting up there. That means that in life, there will always be a leader. There's always a leader at the top. And the subject, which are the people, look right down here. The people will always want to try in life to be able to get to the top, just like the king and the chiefs. So everybody you see is growing up and struggling, trying to climb higher to the top. So let's take a look at some of them, like this young man here. When you look at this young man here, he is growing up, and you can see he's climbing, he's struggling to succeed in life. No matter how somebody try in life, it takes the family and friends, people around to support him. That is the reason you have this man pushing the young man to climb so that he can achieve something in life. And then come to this side. See, when you look at this man right here, he is also trying his best, doing his possible best to make sure that he succeeds in life. But unfortunate for him, the people around him are not helping him, but rather pulling him back.
That's the enemies of progress.
Yes. Yeah. So when you surround yourself with enemies, people who don't like your goodness, you are not going to succeed in going up to the top.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we come.
What about this?
Yeah, we'll come to them. Don't worry. We'll come
Okay.
Look at this. People who are growing up in life, not everybody will follow the right or do the right thing to get to the top. Some people end up taking the wrong direction. They want to use short way to succeed in life. So everybody you have seen on this branch is taking a wrong path, taking a wrong direction. And that is the reason you see the old man regretting. When you take a wrong way, you would regret one day. You can die.
And his face looks so sad.
Yeah, I see that. Look at this, that man dying, a young man dying because a crocodile is about to enjoy him. So it means taking a wrong way, you can die as a result.
So I'm gonna base on this story to advise my brothers and sisters who are passing through the oceans, sacrificing their lives, risking their lives to go to Europe, to go to America, to go to every part of the world that they know they think they can get greener pastures. To those of you who are sacrificing your life, ending up dying in the sea or in the ocean, this is an advice to you all who are watching me, especially to my African brothers and sisters. There is opportunity at home. Go and look for the greener pastures within your surroundings, and don't seek the greener pastures elsewhere. Else, you know what? This is what will happen to you. But I pray that you will not fall on that trap. Think otherwise and think wisely whilst you are, trying to be rich or trying to live your life. Okay? So take this as a lesson.
Yeah, and also at the top, people are screaming and calling for help, crying loudly. Look,
Yeah, you know, these people that I'm talking about, when they are about in the ocean, that's what happens.
yes, they do.
Yeah,
So
that is when they'll be crying for support.
exactly,
And it will be too late.
it's too late. So this is to advise people not to go wayward, not to take the wrong path, the wrong direction in life. Keep the right direction, and maybe who knows, you would succeed in going up to the top. And we have another one here. Let's come this way and look at it.
Okay.
So there's this big man sitting right at the top, and that's yes, that represents a politician. What it means is that when politicians, not all of them anyway, but most of them, once they are voted or put into office, they use the office to enjoy and to enrich themselves. You can see the luxury, you can see how big he is growing, and look at the comfort. But the people who vote him up there remains down, and he's got his feet on their head, he's stepping on them.
So that's the politician on top there, right?
And then stepping on his
And these are the people who vote for him.
yeah, and down there, and he's got his feet on their head, he's stepping on them.
Wow.
Meaning he's still from the people to enrich himself, to make himself comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this tree is actually a tree of life with full of informations.
Yeah. So then we're going to quickly go through. It's about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So this is about the entrepreneurship. People who are entrepreneurs, they are all here. He put them on this branch. And to mean that when you are an entrepreneur, you are also successful. Most of them are successful in life. And when you look at the branch, he didn't end the art. And that means that entrepreneurship has no ending. Once you are even dead, the business can keep going. So it doesn't have an end, and that is the reason you can see the art is not complete yet. Meaning that entrepreneurship keeps moving, keeps going. And then let's come to this side here. All those you see up there are all in uniforms. And those are the service personnel, the security personnel. In life, these are people that always make sure that there is peace for people to go about their normal duties. And for that reason, the artist thought it wise to sculpture them on the tree. Then we are now coming to the animals. When you look around the tree, you should know that we also have so many animals on the tree, and different kinds. For instance, like the elephant, we have the camel. When we come here, we have the flamingo birds, also known as sankofa in Ghana, and sankofa means back to your root, head, going back to its root, its origin. We have horse, we have monkey, you can see a monkey, there's a giraffe. We have so many animals on this tree. The reason why you have all these animals on the tree is to explain that life is human and animals, and we were all created to live in harmony and coexist together. That's the reason the animals are all over the story and are not separated on a single branch. And that is to mean that we have to live together. And the story ends with a male and female. You take a woman and a man in order to produce children. So let's look at the both male and female. Yes, so both the male and the female are represented, or they are being represented by the genitals. So when you come close and you look at this shows the female genital. There was a baby created inside this genital, but somebody came and removed it here. And then when you raise your head a little, you have a male genital created or carved up there. And that is to represent a man. So it takes a man and they will produce life, children. And that is the reason it's called Tree of Life. It's trying to give you a summary of how life is about. And the artist who created this is called Kofi. He is a native of Aburi and is a very good artist. He was the one who carved this tree. That was 2011. Yeah.
All right, so brother
Akugri.
Akugri, we are very grateful that you've taken us through all of these teachings. I'm very, very grateful. And I thank you so much for really taking your time to take us through all of these teachings. You are not just sharing this with us alone. Like I told you, I'm going to share it, with my viewers on YouTube. I call them my YouTube family or my family on YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind, you can say hi to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hello. Yes, so it was nice meeting you also.
Yeah.
I also enjoy taking people on tour because you get to meet so many people, you get to share ideas and learn also a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to meet you and then tour you around the botanic garden. So hello to everybody on this channel. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
to those who are watching
Yeah.
and to those of you who watch this video later, whenever you come to Aburi Botanical Gardens, Brother Akugri is here. Can you do you share your contact information?
Sure.
Okay, you can share that
Yeah.
for people to get
Oh, okay. So
in touch
yes,
with you.
yeah. So on you can contact me on my phone number, which is 054 and I'm on WhatsApp with the same number, or you can contact me on Facebook, Martin Akugri. Yeah, Akugri is spelled Akugre. Martin Akugri. You can get me on Facebook. So if you want to come to the park, you can contact me and maybe schedule a day or time, and then I will receive you and tour you around the botanic garden. Yeah, thank you.
And I think there's some place that children play. There's a park for children.
Children playing ground.
Okay. Yeah. So that's nice. This place is a lot, so I'll have to get some time in the future again, to come over
continue.
for another video.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. And family, thank you so much for taking your time to watch and for your continuous support to this channel, to whatever you support, and I appreciate you all. And I want to say a very big thank you once again to my loyal subscribers. That is both my newest and my oldest subscribers. I really appreciate you all. And you know what? Keep the fire burning. Don't ever give up. This is one thing about life, like what the tree and the art has talked about. It's talk about a lot of things that, generally about life. And at least we've learned so much today. And we are very grateful. So please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and then click on the notifications bell so you can always get notified when I post new videos. And don't forget to share these contents with your families and friends, and then give my videos a thumbs up. So enjoy the rest of your weekends. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, okay, bye.